Hi guys, I hope you are all well. Today's video is a speed clean with a bit of deep cleaning as well. Now that we are nearly done with our whole house full deep clean, we will start to merge back into our everyday speed cleanings. So let's start to speed clean those areas which already been deep cleaned, then we will get those bits what haven't been done yet. As a first thing, I wanted to change up the places of the desk and the printer so we can open the door all the way back and it won't keep closing in, because now from the printer we cannot fully open, and as we move along the door keeps shutting and shutting, and it was so annoying that I had to keep opening it so many times a day. Dusting and dusting, I don't know, but do you guys have lots of dust as well, or is it just me who can dust every other day? By the way, I bought some new organizers, so we will bring the organizing back as well. But back to dusting, I don't know from where is coming so much dust. It's just crazy. It's way more dust than we had in our previous home. One thing what we know would play a role is that we don't have carpet, what would keep the dust stuck between its pile. But still, if I don't dust for 2 days, everything is looking so dusty like in our previous home after a week of no dusting. I definitely need to sort that drawer, because that's the boys' play drawer where they keep their video game stuffs, and they just keep throwing the things back, so it's quite a mess. I did ask for permission to move our toys so I can clean the sofa, but first I will just hoover up, because in the meantime I decided that if I will pull my upholstery and carpet cleaner out, then let's just give the rug a refresh as well. If you have seen my full deep clean, if you haven't, then it's worth to check it out because it's full of cleaning motivation. So if you have seen it, then you know that I did deep clean the rug, but at the last round when I just sucked the water out of the rug to dry faster, the water still did came back pretty dark, so it's best if I clean the rug a bit more often. I am taking off everything from the sofa so I can deep clean it. When I was doing my full deep clean, I tried a new method to clean the sofa, but I wasn't 100% satisfied. So as I already mentioned in that video, I need to give it a clean again. Also, we did change the position and the layout of the sofa. So before, here was the armrest of the sofa, so I couldn't reach this part to clean it, and it got quite dirty because a couple of times we did spill coffee and other drink on the armrest, and it flowed down between the bed and the armrest, and I couldn't clean it properly. And if you are wondering what other method did I use to clean the sofa, I saw a video in which the lady used her steamer to clean the sofa, so I used my steamer to clean it, but this method didn't remove many of the stains. But I still think that is a great way to sanitize your sofa in a flu season when somebody gets sick in your home and spends more time laying on the sofa, or when you just want to refresh it quickly. I love this carpet cleaner because I can always see the difference already as I am cleaning with it, and seeing the water afterwards, it really reassures me how well this machine is working. I wanted to see the water after I cleaned the sofa because it's always so satisfying to see how much dirt been cleaned out. First I used the express mode, but because my rug needs a bit deeper clean, I switched to the deep cleaning, so the carpet cleaner will spray more water out, but I don't want to make it too wet, because since I haven't used the carpet cleaner spray as I supposed to, if the rug cannot dry out fast, then it will start to smell really bad, and I just don't want to change it just yet, because first I want to see how the final layout will be, so I can buy the proper size rug. So now we can officially close the deep cleaning in the living room, and we are moving to the kitchen. Since this is our temporary bedroom as well. We have clothes from last night what needs sorting, then a quick wipe for the dining table to wipe off the crumbs from the breakfast.
Are changing fast.
One load daily helps me to stay on top of my laundry, so let's start our daily load. So while we are cleaning the kitchen, the washing machine can wash the clothes for us. Our kitchen been a bit neglected because I just finished deep cleaning the bathroom. That was my last video. Then we started to make our daughter's new bed because we are transitioning her to a toddler bed. Then we also started to make our new dining table. So first we made the top of our new dining table, which had to dry, and until it was drying we moved to the toddler bed. And we also made a few drawers for her wardrobe because her clothes are getting bigger, so they aren't fitting so well in the organizers what we currently have. Thankfully, many of these projects are done as you watch this video, so soon I will share those with you as well. As a first step, I will start cleaning the worktop and put some of our shopping away. And later on, I also want to reconfigure the pantry as well. It's really tiny, so I find it a bit difficult to get the most out of it. It's so hard to create something from scratch than to work with something that is already there. You just need to find a way to organize it. I mean, in our previous home, we had only a pantry cupboard, and I thought it was hard to organize it. But now that we created a more like pantry area from scratch, it's way harder to decide how the layout of the shelves to be, so you can get the best out of the space, but also to be stylish. At the moment, it's more like a mess than a storage area. I looked for tiny pantry ideas on Pinterest, but my main problem is that not many of the pictures has measurements on it, so I don't really know if some of those ideas would or wouldn't work in our pantry area. We also got a bit of fruit fly issue. Thankfully we rarely have problem with them, but we still do, so later on I will just spray them and hopefully we can get rid of them quickly. I will just quickly wipe the cooker top because I will need to cook in a minute, so there is no point to scrub it. But anyway, it's not that bad because so far today I only made some soup on it.
I know the time does not stand still. Can see the world when it's spinning.
So most of the worktop being cleared, so there aren't dirty dishes, so we can start to load them in the dishwasher.
Spinning, compensating for the moments that I spilled. Wish I could fly like an airplane. Stop for sake.
To make some space for the dishes what needs a hand wash, first I have to put away the dry ones from last night. Then there is a section of the worktop that haven't been wiped, so we will get that done as well.
Everything that I've done won't be breaking easily now. I could make it even though the lights are...
Let's wash those few dishes, then only the floor cleaning left, and we can start deep cleaning the hallway because we haven't full deep cleaned that yet. So if you need some deeper cleaning motivation, stay tuned because it's coming.
out. So I wait for my cue. So tell me straight up. I don't want it, no other way. No other way. Tell me straight up.
Our bathroom soap dispenser broke, the nozzle where the soap is coming out broke off, and I did bought a new one because I thought it's not repairable, but then I realized that I could change the nozzle bit because it does come separately. So this is why I washed it now, and I will buy a new nozzle and use it in our caravan, since I don't need it in here, but I need one in our caravan and it would fit there perfectly. The sink is nice and clean, and I will wipe off the water splashes from this side of the worktop. Also, my coffee machine started to leak, so I would need to buy a new one. Anyway, I wanted to change it later on to a white one because this one I got it from my husband, and when he bought it, he didn't really thought about its color, and I think that time they didn't even had so many color choices either.
No other way, other way.
And we are getting the last chore in the kitchen done, the floor cleaning. First I will vacuum up, then I will also mop the floor because in the kitchen the floor quickly can become dirty.
Try to pin me down, you don't have a clue. Wouldn't understand if I showed you every bit of me in the palm of your hand. The thought of me is bigger than you know,
As I was mopping, I realized that there were gravy spots from our cat food, so I will wipe that off.
Stop forsaking.
Now let's deep clean this hallway because as you can see it really needs some attention. We are starting the cleaning with tidying up because that's what makes the cleaning easier. We have more shoes than place for them, so I am thinking to buy a different cabinet in which I can store more shoes, or another option would be to store the summer ones somewhere else to make space for the other shoes. But to be honest, I would love to keep them content in one space because that feels right organizing wise, so I don't have to take space away from something what would fit better in that place, if that makes sense.
Everything that I've done won't be break.
Usually the things what needs to go outside or in the garage or up in the loft ends up here, like those baby bedding. My husband's supposed to take it for our friends because they will soon have a baby boy and we don't need it anymore. Then my plant needs to go outside in the gardens. So today I will try to make sure that many of these things will get back to their place. If I don't move them where they belong now, then they will find their way back, making the hallway look stuffed up just like now.
Easily now.
I wish I could find a place for the things what we use for our projects inside the house, but I just cannot find a space big enough, and to take them out in the garage and back it's quite a task. So now I came to the decision to invest in a shed what we can install in our garden, and it will be way easier to just pop outside and grab what you need and then put it back. Also, if we could run a cable into the shed to have some outside plug, that would be even more fantastic, because then we would be able to charge the kids' cars and charge the car batteries, because the other day my car battery was flat out for some reason. Then we also need a battery to have lights in the garage because there isn't any electricity.
I could make it even though the lights are out. So I'll wait for my cue. So tell me straight up, up, up. I don't want it, no other way. No other way, other way. Tell me straight up, up, up. I don't want it.
I will also wipe the front of the cabinet, and I totally forgot to wipe the slated cupboard, what I don't like anymore, because although those slated boards are really expensive, they aren't a good quality one. They easily scratch and break, and the bottom keeps collecting the dust because it has a soundproof backing. So I think I will just take them off and paint the cupboard white as the walls, and hopefully it will make the space look slightly bigger. And to not just throw these panels out, I am thinking to use it in our son's room because there wouldn't be in so much use, and it seems like these panels are more a decor than a usable things.
No other way, no other way, other way.
I also dusted the staircase part of the hallway, and I know it sounds crazy and it's too early, but I cannot wait to add our last year's Christmas pictures in here. Last year was the first time that I added our previous year Christmas pictures, and we all loved it so much. And last year I did took a few really lovely pictures about the kids, so I cannot wait to see them in here. This is the last cleanable radiator, and I wanna clean it just as I did clean the rest, because this was really dusty, what I assume takes part in that lots of dust what we have in the house, especially now that the heating is on. Also, it's quite dangerous because those dust bunnies can heat up and catch a fire, so it's not just better health-wise, but it's really important for our safety as well.
So watch me fly. So watch me fly. So watch me fly.
Here this radiator brush was a bigger help because this is a single paneled radiator, so there is a bigger gap at the back, so I was able to clean it better than the others.
So watch me fly.
I thought I managed to cut my finger, but thankfully I didn't. But it's such a great feeling when something really needs a good clean and you finally get there to do it and it turns out so nice and clean. It's really a satisfying feeling.
Coffee cups and cigarettes laying around the room. I don't mind a little.
The radiator is done and it only took me 10 minutes to clean it, and now I am giving a wipe for our utility cupboard door because the rest of the doors been cleaned as I was cleaning the rooms where they belong, only this is what belongs to the hallway.
Mess, just wanna stay with you, and we'll do anything that we want today. Won't be scared of falling down no more.
We still haven't cleaned the mirror and the entry door, and it's because first I wanted to hoover the floor because it's quite muddy, so first I will hoover up, then I will clean those as well.
So take me away, some other place. Don't wanna wait. Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer. Oh, my Indian summer.
It's not too easy to vacuum the stairs with this big vacuum, but because I am deep cleaning, I wanna make sure that every little corner and gap gets vacuumed, and corded vacuums have more power than the battery ones, at least this is my experience. First I was like, shall I try to clean the mirror with my window vacuum cleaner or not? But then because I was in a bit of hurry to get more done before I have to pick up my son, I just used the window cleaner cloth to clean it.
In summer, we are green under the sun. We do our best to hide innocence fading away as we learn the truth, and we'll be anything that we wanna be. Gonna get what's
A quick wipe for the entry door as well. As for now, I will just wipe it from inside, then later on I will get outside and clean it, and I will also give a quick clean for the porch area, or I don't know how to call it.
coming anyway. So take me away, some other place. Don't wanna wait. Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling your name. Oh, my Indian summer.
I wish there would be a cat flap which can clean itself, because since this isn't our entry, I always forget about it until it gets really dirty.
Oh, my Indian summer.
We keep our outdoor shoes and slippers right next to the door, so if we need to run out to get our delivery, we can just easily hop into them, but I am planning from long time to add a small basket in here to keep them a bit more content, but I just haven't got there on my priority list yet.
the borderline into our dream. Nothing will ever be as real as this. The flames won't burn our skin. We're thick as thieves, and we know what we do. We live on.
Although in the video the door and the frame looks bad, in real life it's not that bad, and actually I was really afraid to paint the wall frame and door black because I thought it will be a high maintenance thing, but it's nowhere near as I expected. I thought I will need to keep repainted, especially the threshold, but this paint holds up really well.
On like an echo, oh, so take me away. Some of the
Because I am scared of spiders, I will first vacuum this lantern, then later on after I made sure there isn't any spider, I will give it a wipe. We also need to fix that glass.
place, don't wanna wait. Oh, my Indian summer, take me away. I ain't afraid, calling you.
Now, I don't know what these creatures are, but they keep coming in the house. Thankfully, they don't move any further than this lower section of the hallway, and they don't even fly or do anything. They just get there, I don't know how, and you only realize them when there is more of them. They kind of look like some dry mosquito larvae.
Oh, my Indian summer. Oh, my Indian summer.
It's already really cold outside. This year was such a rainy and cold year. I hope the next one will be warmer. I cannot remember that under the 10 years what we lived in UK would have been so cold in the summertime. But anyway, I will give a wipe for everything, and I cannot wait to add a bigger roof above the door and create a more porch looking area to hopefully have a drier entryway, because now when it rains everything gets fully wet, my plants are fully soaked, so I have to keep empty them. Maybe we'll try to drill holes on the bottom of the pot so at least they won't sit in the water. But also our doormat gets fully wet, and how the wind blows everything gets stuck around the mat and it gets so dirty that there is even no point to wipe your shoes on it because they will get more dirty than before.
I know I messed up. Yeah, I know I did you wrong.
I am clearing the area to be able to sweep the dirt off, then I will just use a bit of water to rinse the mud off.
But I learned my lesson. Now what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could go back. I know I'm not perfect, but at least give me a try.
In the meantime, my husband was calling, so my camera did shut off, but all I did was just scrubbing the stone with the water and trying to get as mud off as I can.
I'm sorry for making you feel.
I won't really decorate for fall in here. I will just bring back what I had and add the concrete pumpkins back. I was back and forth to decorate or not, but as I said, everything gets soaked from the rain, so it's more than likely that my decors would get ruined. I only changed our doormat for a fall one because that needed a change anyway. Then about the potted mums what are so famous of this time of the year, well, I was like, if I see any nice one in the shop, I will buy one, but if not, then I will take it as a sign to leave it for this year.
Like you're not good enough, 'cause you're the best, you know. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not.
And the last chore for today is to mop the floor in the hallway, and we can close our for deep clean because now every room and every area had a deep clean. All we need to do now to maintain the cleanliness next to our everyday cleaning chores. And I hope you enjoyed this transitioning video from the deep clean into the everyday speed clean. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely week, and I see you in my next one. Bye!